Hello fellow songsters, my name is Ben Aaron and this week's song is John the Revelator. But first, I gotta get ready for the show. Scotty, beam me up.
Aye, sir.
Ah, yes, much better. But do you hear that? Trolls! Start the show! Well, if you were just born yesterday, that was a spoof on Star Trek, a very nerdy thing. And it turns out I'm kind of a nerd, or more of a geek than a nerd, but what's the difference? Now, I'm nerdy when it comes to music, but I'm geeky because I play guitar. I'm a nerd when it comes to Bob Dylan songs, but I'm a geek because I play them live in front of people. I'm a nerd because I have trouble communicating with people directly, but I'm a geek because I perform music in crowded public areas. I learned today that deep down, I am a geek. I'm really not smart enough to be a nerd. If I were truly a nerd in music, I would only be playing classical guitar on a classical guitar in front of a classical audience, if that makes any sense. Maybe I'm just a cool nerdy geek. That being said, this week's video is John the Revelator, a spiritual Christian chanting song passed down from generations and generations, shot entirely at the Renaissance Festival. So, please, all you geeks and nerds, enjoy the following.
Who's that writing? John the Revelator. Tell me who's that writing? John the Revelator. Tell me who's that writing? John the Revelator wrote the book of the seven seals. You know, God walked down in the cool of the day, called Adam by his name, but he refused to answer because he's naked and ashamed. Well, tell me who's that writing? John the Revelator. Tell me who's that writing? John the Revelator. Who's that writing? John the Revelator wrote the book of the seven seals. You know, Christ had 12 apostles, 3 he led away. He said, watch with me 1 hour as I go down yonder and pray. But tell me who's that writing? John the Revelator. Who's that writing? John the Revelator. Tell me who's that writing? John the Revelator wrote the book of the seven seals. Well, Christ came on Easter morn. Mary Martha went down to see. Go tell my disciples, tell me Galilee. Well, tell me who's that writing? John the Revelator. Who's that writing? John the Revelator. Who's that writing? John the Revelator wrote the book of the seven seals. Who's that writing? John the Revelator. Who's that writing? John the Revelator. Who's that writing? John the Revelator wrote the book of the seven seals.
Well, thank you for listening to my song. John the Revelator and all my songs can be found at benaaronmusic.com. And if you would, please like and share this video. Did you think it was cool and nerdy? I did. I thought it was pretty geeky, actually. Well, this week I played 7 gigs and made $219, which brings the total up to $4,758 in the tip money alone, and I'm almost at $5,000. Can you believe it? Can you dig it? Can you feel it? God, I'm such a geek. Well, whether you're a cool kid, popular kid, nerdy kid, or a geeky kid, all I can say is keep on practicing and get out there and play.